Kigurena chep chep, agoa chep chep, akasea cheng cheng, tugunje ameje, kioga se boset, negase go set, killing every sentence, giving me a 10-10, taking one step at a time. She stay back, I'ma climb, I ain't living a life, so they better know I'm alive, they better know I'm alive, yeah. Go toja manango aja angetu inyuta agonda motaja, ngalekche giga se jebapi go maberbera gigo itajal. You know it's Chelsea and no more introduction needed. I know you wanted me to stop and that's why I proceeded. I know that you will be happy if I never succeeded. Yeah mama, ave nom dom riatare du besto du skastana, yo du vad du älskar och se till att ingen annan tar dig från one day, you gonna make you one day. Jag vet att det känns hopplöst, I was feeling so lost. Men låt dem höra din röst och låt dem känna dig först. Jag var superrädd för jag var inte som de andra. Märker nu att det är rätt skönt att vara annorlunda.
Inakuwaje watu wangu nguvu, mimi naitwa presenter Ali, you are entertainment PA. And by the way, the A is always for amazing. Siku zote natia bidii kuhakikisha kwamba nakuletea wewe stories tofauti. Zikiwemo human interest stories na pia muda mwingine nakuletea story kibao za burudani. Leo niko na msanii ambaye naamini kwamba so mgeni kwenu. Mlimuona kwenye Ordinary Challenge. Kuna ngoma mpya pia ametoa na Calligraph. Anaitwa Chep, ama ukipenda muite Chelsea, Chepkosgei. And she's here to share her amazing story. Naomba tu nikukaribishe. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you finally.
Thanks. Good to see you too.
You just came from Sweden, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Safari imekuwaje?
It's been good. Yeah.
So for the first time, kwa mtu ambaye anakutazama kwa mara ya kwanza pengine ama mtu ambaye anakujua ama ni shabiki yako, naomba ujitambulishe.
So my name is Chelsea Chepkosgei, lakini jina yangu ya usanii najiita Chepkosgei. I'm a Kalenjin lady born in Ziwa village in Uasin Gishu County. I moved to Sweden when I was around 14 after my KCP, and that's where I started doing music. Yeah.
So when do you remember being, the first time when you just got into the studio or you just started singing?
When I remember, well, when I mean, immediately I moved to Sweden. My brother used to listen to a lot of hip-hop at the time, so he's the one who introduced me to hip-hop. He gave me a song, he like, can't you try something like this? And it was Nicki Minaj cover, so I did it, and they liked it, my family liked it, so my brother kept giving me more covers to do, and I did, and then afterwards I was just like, well, let me try write my own song, and then I asked around for a studio close by, and I went there to record my first song.
Yeah. Tell us about, your first experience now as an artist in Sweden. Were you singing like ngoma za Kenya? No. I was rapping in Swedish and English, mostly English because I hadn't learned Swedish at the time. Nilikuwa naongea Swedish but not so much, so I was not confident enough to write and release songs in Swedish, but I did write songs in English. Ulikuwa naimba ama ulikuwa na rap tu?
Nilikuwa na rap. Yeah, I was rapping since I started.
Most of the people wakati ambapo wanaanza, the music career, the parents probably don't take it really well because they want them to focus with studies, they want them to, wamalize masomo kwanza. Was it the same case na wewe pengine?
Not really. And I'm very thankful because my parents are so supportive. Well, my dad usually advises that it's good that you have something else just in case music doesn't work out. But when my music is going well, they're just very happy about it. And when we moved to Sweden, they were so happy because in high school you could choose what program you want to study. And I chose music and they were okay with it. Yeah.
So your parents, when you were born, they went to Sweden kukungoja huko malize masomo ama they've been around too?
We were around, all of us. Tumekuwa Kenya until 2014, all of us, and then we moved together to Sweden. Yeah.
Kwa sababu za kazi ama?
Yeah, for my dad. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. And now, at what point, did you? I understand that you started as Queen C.
Yeah. Yes, I started doing music as Queen C. Well, I used to go by the name Chelsea Nicholas at first. Chelsea being my name, Nicholas being my dad's name, I don't know. yeah. And then that was kitambo kabisa before even 2016. And then I went by the name Queen C because, Queen for Queen and C for Chelsea or Chepkosgei, because people in Sweden around me started calling me C. Instead of Chelsea wakaanza kunita C. So
C for Chelsea or for Chep?
Well, wanatambua Chelsea, the Chepkosgei is kind of hard for them to pronounce. But now that I changed my names to Chepkosgei, they've learned how to pronounce it. Yeah, but I started as Queen C. I was doing music in English and Swedish, of course. And I released. I still have my old YouTube channel out there. If anybody wants to go check it out. And I still have Spotify. You know, I have them on digital platforms. But I think it was just a way of trying to find myself. Yeah, I see it as a way because I was doing music at the time, lakini sikuwa na feel ni kama I really know which path in music I want to take. But when I started rapping in Kikale, that's when I felt like now I feel like I found myself and the path I want to take in music. Yeah.
One would ask, umekuwa, you know, Sweden. Ulikuwa Sweden for a while na, you know, Kikale bado hukusahau.
Siwezi sahau. It was the first language I could ever speak. Yeah.
So ukiwa nyumbani mnazungumza Kikale?
Yeah, we do actually a lot. You know, all the inside jokes and everything ni kwa Kikale. Well, sometimes we happen to because everyone in my family speaks Swedish, Swahili, English and Kale. So sometimes we just find ourselves combining all the 4 languages in one sentence, but it's just fun.
Yeah. So you said kwamba at some point now you realized yourself, ukaanza kuimba in Kalenjin. How did your family take it now? You know, wamekuzoea ukiimba in English, in Swedish. How did they take it?
They were just happy. I think at first it was just funny for all of us because I remember before I released my first freestyle in Calais in June this year, I just last year in December I called my parents. I was living in Stockholm at the time and they were living in a small city called Vimmerby in Sweden. So I called them. I was like, "Mom, I came up with a very crazy idea." I don't know if they remember though. I told them, "Mom, Dad, I came up with a very crazy idea. I want to go to Kenya in December and release songs in Calais. I know they think that, nobody can rap in Calais, but it's actually possible." And then I rapped some lines for them and my dad laughed and my mom laughed. And I think it's all I also laughed because I think it's because nobody really thinks that Calais is rappable, you know? Everybody thinks, nah, it's just going to be like comedy or something. But I made it. Yeah. I did it.
Because the last person, Kenyans really saw singing in Calais was Msupaes.
I see where this is going. Yeah. It's Msupaes. And then I guess she took a break. And here I am trying to prove once more that Calais is actually rappable. If you're creative, then it doesn't matter what language it is. Yeah. You can rap in any language. Come on, any creative.
Yeah. Do you feel like you rap better in Calais than in English?
Yes, that's a very good question. I would guess Calais is like my first language, so I would say that. But I started rapping in Calais so much later, so I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah. Let the fans decide that.
Yeah. Actually, you're going later on. We're going to do a challenge where you'll have to rap in Calais, in English and in Swedish, and then the fans will decide. Is that okay?
Well, yeah, that's cool.
I think the most people, the first time they saw you was wakati ulifanyaga Ordinary Challenge, right? Tell us about it.
Ordinary Challenge, ilikuwa challenge by the OG and Odibets, and well, the winner was gonna get 1 million Kenya shillings, and I was in Sweden, but I just thought, why not? Let me try. Yeah.
And how did it go? Unafeel kwamba zilikuwa fair?
I mean, I was among the top 20 and then they chose the top 6 afterwards. But I think the second challenge, I felt like the judges were not really saying exactly what it is they want people to do. Unaweza pata mse anasema tu hiyo siku ifila I mean, as an artist, as an upcoming artist, tunataka kusikia mse anatuambia, well, you could do this better, you could do this better, you could do this better. But I felt like Calligraph Jones was probably the only one who was supposed to be a judge.
So do you feel like he understood your music, ama he understood you more?
Yeah, I mean, Calligraph, he had seen me before. He had seen a video of me before, and he actually commented even before the Ordinary Challenge. And after the Ordinary Challenge, he called me and we talked about, me coming to Kenya and maybe a collaboration. Yeah, so he did understand where I come from more than the rest.
Because immediately after, the Ordinary Challenge, what happened is that watu walishangaa kwamba, Calligraph was going to do collabs with wale ambao walishinda. And now all of a sudden people are saying Chep featuring Calligraph. Was it Calligraph featuring you?
It's me featuring Calligraph.
Yeah. And then people are like, mbona amefanya collab na yeye na hakushinda? Hiyo collab ilikujaje? Sorry about that.
It's because watu walilalisha and I pushed harder. I mean, mi nilikuja Kenya after the Ordinary Challenge, nikatafuta Calligraph the way he had told me, you can try unitafute ukifika, and then I went to the studio and I started doing the song, unajua. Yeah, so, but I think the deal was that he was going, the top 6 were going to be featured in Calicatel 4, of which they are. But I think the winner was also supposed to feature to do a song with Calligraph. I don't know about that, but me najua, I knew that no matter what happens, if I win or not, I was gonna come here and drop a banger.
Ulimlipa?
Nah.
No, tuambie kweli.
Nah. No, Calligraph. No. That's no. But honestly, sikumlipa. Calligraph just he just wanted to be there and help me push my talent. Yeah.
Do you feel like Calligraph anapenda Kikale, because he did the same collab with P&M Super S, which performed really well?
I mean, honestly, Mimi, I will just say that if I didn't push na nitafute Calligraph, probably collab, unajua Calligraph angenifuata niambie, oh, let's do this collaboration. It's me, when I felt that I actually have a chance to do a collab with the biggest rapper in the country, I was like, why not? Sa nilifika, and without hesitating, I just reached out to him vile nilifika Kenya the last time I was here. Yeah, so watu walichukulia ni kama Kali ni kama anapenda wakale sijui nini, but actually mi nilimtafuta because I know he likes my music and he supports my talent, so mi ndo nilimtafuta.
Amazing. Do you feel like the song ili perform ambavyo ulikuwa expect? Ama ikakupatia pengine the mileage that you expected?
Yeah, I think it did okay. I think it did good. It's we're 250k views or something, and it's my second single, so I think we did just
no promotion, no nothing.
No promotion, no nothing.
Yeah,
That's
amazing. Now I think ni time for people we've talked about you rapping in Swedish, we've talked about you rapping in English, we've talked about you rapping in Kale. I think it's only fair, if you make the audience believe what we're talking about.
Okay. Tuanzie gani? Kikale. Okay. Okay. Sijui ni rap gani in English. Okay, one of my old songs, one of my very old songs. It's Chelsea and no more introduction needed. I know you wanted me to stop and that's why I proceeded. I know that you will be happy if I never succeeded. Just wanna think about those times that I always pleaded. Okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point, and you just gonna ask yourself, should I join in? Then I'm gonna be like, no, this is so impossible. Then you gonna feel horrible. Then cause I'm not gonna act like I can't live without you. I can't keep on pretending that I can't do without you. Hey, I could go on.
Wow,
that was from back when I was Quincy.
Okay, I think it's
yeah.
Amazing. And the next one, let's do now the Swedish one. I think that's the most. It's gonna be interesting to me because
okay.
I've not heard you rap in Swedish.
Well, I can do a short chorus that I did, or let me do a verse from one of my old songs.
Okay.
Vill att du ska veta att du äger säger mamma. Även om de retar är du bäst och du ska stanna. Gör du vad du älskar och se till att ingen annan tar dig från dig. You gonna make you one day. Jag vet att det känns hopplöst. I was feeling so lost. Men låt dem höra din röst och låt dem känna dig först. Jag var superrädd för jag var inte som de andra. Märker nu att det är rätt skönt att vara annorlunda. Varför sitta under? Varför inte vara dunder? Varför är alltid du den som inte kommer ta dig?
Hey, that's great.
Thanks. Gani mabaki?
Kale.
Well, let me do the latest one.
Okay.
Kikure na chep agowa chep akasaya cheng tukunje ameje kiyoga se boset negase go set killing every sentence giving me a 10-10 taking one step at a time. She step by I'ma climb. I ain't living a life, so they better know I'm alive. They better know I'm alive. Yeah, go toja manango aja angetu inyuta agonda motaja ngalekche giga se jebapi go maberbera kana gigo itajal agonga nyorubara inda abaishe amavetamu matajang koje mateja go mametaigi Chepkosgei engolinda basang. Yeah,
that's amazing. I think you're so good in like the three languages. You don't, but you should.
Swedish a lot, like speaking to my friends, in Sweden, but I don't rap in Swedish anymore because I'm trying to target the Kenyan audience now. Yeah.
How long maybe did it take you to get this language vizuri, the Swedish one?
Me, I love languages a lot. So when we moved to Sweden, and then when we moved to Sweden, I thought people speak English there. I don't know why, but tukafika Sweden and I just got to know that I'm gonna learn a new language because the school system, everything is in Swedish, and I was so excited. So it was easier for me because I love learning new languages. So I guess it took me to start understanding Swedish when people speak. It took me 2 months. Yeah, and then I was shy to speak because the pronunciation are different. So if you pronounce, I was too shy to like say something wrong in Swedish, but I could understand when people speak. But as time goes, I think by 1 year I was speaking with confidence, and then as time goes, now I can speak fluent Swedish.
Did you have to go to school for that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, when you move to Sweden, they help you integrate. So I was 14 at the time, so I went to a class called Internationella Klassen, which means international class, where the new young under 18 learn Swedish in school. And then it depends on how fast you learn your Swedish before they can put you to a normal class. Yeah, so it took me 2 months before they put me in grade 9.
Now I want, kabla tumalize tu, nataka utufunze some Swedish because I feel like ni vizuri tujifunze pia sisi. So some basics.
Unataka kujua nini?
How do you say hey, how are you?
Hey, hur mår du?
Hur mår du?
Mbona unacheka?
Sounds like some Kikuyu.
He actually told me yesterday that Swedish sounds like Kikuyu.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Hurmudu. That's how are you?
Yeah.
Hurmudu.
Yeah.
Niko sawa? I want you to say now, I'm doing fine.
Jag mår bra.
So, Hurmudu, jag mår bra. Bro, jag mår bra.
B-R-A, but A, you don't say bra, you say bra. Yeah, iko hapo katikati, jag mår bra. Jag mår bra.
Amazing. Nimekuwa nikipiga story na Chepkosgei ukipenda. Maybe what is one message you would send to artists out there who are trying to make it?
Mi usemanga one thing, don't give up no matter what comes your way, and stand your grounds. It's very important because as an upcoming artist, watu wanaona ni kama you are still trying to find what you're doing, which is true, but people try to take advantage at the time, jaribui. For example, me, I find people telling me, stop rapping in Calais if you want to be international, and then others are saying, wachana English, rap in Calais, that's your thing. And I'm just saying, just do your thing, do what feels good for you, and stand your grounds.
Amazing. Yeah. And pengine, what message you have for someone like Calligraph who's pushing so much, hip hop and rap, ikue imekubalika sana in East Africa? What one message do you have for him?
Aendelee kucheza kaa yeye. We are so proud, and all I can say is that hata akiamua kwenda retire, we are here to keep pushing.
Pengine zungumza na mashabiki wako, what are your final sentiments? Maneno yako ya mwisho pengine.
Okay, thank you so much to Chep fans, Chepkosgei, for supporting me. I'm back in Kenya and preparing new songs for you guys.
Amazing. Yeah, nimekuwa nikipiga story na Chepkosgei, amesema ana prepare ngoma mpya. Kwa hivyo run to her YouTube channel, naeka link kwenye comment section and then I'm gonna pin it. Nendeni mwambie kwamba mmetumwa na mtu wenu nguvu kwa ajili ya kushow love, kwa ajili ya kushow support. Mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA. The A is always for amazing. Big shout out kwa mwanangu nguvu, yuko behind the camera, anaitwa Eric Mukabwa. Na siku zote ukitaka kufanikiwa, usipende kusifiwa.